I've been watching people bring back the OG YouTube trend of what is in my bag. And you know what? It is time to share what's in mine. I did not edit this, okay, before doing this. So what is in this bag is legitimately what is in my purse, like when I'm leaving, which is honestly a lot of things because I keep it fun. I like to be prepared for things, as you can tell, because this is a giant tote. So let's get into it. But first, if you're new here, my name is Crystalyn. You can call me Chris, and we chat all things mind, body, and planet on this corner of the internet. So I hope you stick around. Starting off strong with my bag itself. Now this large tote bag I actually got in Italy at a farmer's market. So I can't really tell you the brand per se. However, after I got home, I started looking up the business card that they gave me when they sold me this bag, and their logo's right here. It's a small business in Italy, handmade. What I love about this tote bag is usually you get a tote and it's just open. This one has a zipper on the inside, so I can zip it. So I can zip this sucker closed, and it's protected from the elements, protected from any pickpocketers or anything like that. So I love that about this purse. I remember walking through this small town in Italy where I ended up buying this, and I knew I wanted a bag. The airport had lost our luggage, so my purse that I originally had planned to take with me throughout Italy, I didn't know when I was gonna find it. So I was determined to get something to hold my stuff, and I came across this cute little booth on this market. They did not speak English, and I do not speak Italian. And all I know is that the sweet woman was just trying to sell me on the bag. Well, this is all in Italian, so this is what I understood. She said, do a pocket. So there's 2 pockets on the inside. She's like, you can wash it. And that was enough. That was enough for me. It sold me on it. I bought the bag. And I have been using it since September of 2024, and it is August of 2025. So it's been almost a year, and it's held up nicely. I've washed it multiple times, and it's still going strong. And I love it just as much as the day that I bought it. One of the things I really love about this bag is that there's some pockets on the inside, which I'll get into what I keep in those pockets, but it's also really big. So lots of room for activities in here. Lots of things can fit in this bag. And that's one of my favorite parts of having a huge tote bag like this, especially if I'm out and about and I end up buying something, but I don't want to carry it around. This bag's usually big enough I can throw whatever I bought in here, and it's no different than what it was before, though it does get heavy. It has the 2 pockets on the inside. I keep these for usually like the easy, like kind of grab and go stuff. My lippies are in here. I've got a couple of lippies in here. I am working on finishing up this Summer Fridays Vanilla Beige. I'm working on using this one up. This is almost at the end, and it's lasted me almost a year as well, so probably about time. I've got 3 other lippies in here. Okay, I've got the Ilia. This is their balmy tint in the shade Memoir. I like this color a lot. Lasted me a long time as well. I've got the Rare Beauty lip oil in the shade Wonder. I don't know why I have so many in my purse, but they've been in here for a while, so might as well keep them there. Then I have the Attitude Natural Care. This is the lip balm in the coconut flavor, which is a plastic-free lip balm. Really cool, and works really well too. So those are the lippies. Those are the lippies in my purse. The other main thing that I keep in these pockets, my mints. I have a mint in I have a lot of mints, and I have a cough drop in here. I keep these because, you know, you never know when you need a little hit of fresh breath. These are actually left over from getting engaged in 2023. So they're engagements. I've been holding on to these for a while, but I got a huge bag and just been using them up slowly but surely. Missing you on Saturday. Oh, and a bobby pin. Bobby pin lips in here. In the other pocket, I have some hand sanitizer. I actually think this is empty. No, there's some left in here. I won't get rid of it yet. Hand sanitizer. This is the Everyone for Everybody in the lavender scent. Even though COVID, we're not in the thick of it anymore, I still am in the habit of sanitizing my hands after like leaving any sort of public space. And I do feel like it's kept me from getting sick. So I have that in here. I also have an unscented one from Honest in my bag as well. I guess I put this one in here because I thought the other one was empty, but I did look. It doesn't look completely empty. So we'll finish one up and then there'll just be one hand sanitizer. Also in this pocket, I'm just gonna grab everything. Girly things, because you never know. Never know when you're gonna need it. I've got some tissues. These actually say for your happy tears. I think I got these as a gift, and you never know when you're gonna need a tissue. So have that, and a Band-Aid, and a narwhal Band-Aid. Again, this is just you never know when you're gonna need it, is the theme of my bag and why I have so much of this stuff in there. No matter what bag I end up using, I always have to have lotion because the worst feeling to me is, well, two things: going out and about, and one, not having chapstick and having chapped lips. Worst feeling ever, because no matter how much you lick your lips, it's just making it worse. And two, having dry hands. So I always try to keep lotion. I have two in here right now. I have the Gold Bond Healing Hydrating Cream. This one's fine. I got it because I was out and I needed something. I was so desperate. So this is what I ended up picking up from the store. The other one living in here is actually one of my go-to brands lately. It's by Natura. It's a Brazilian body care brand, so a lot of the names are a bit hard for me to pronounce. But this is their anti-stress hand cream. It smells really refreshing, kind of like lemony. Anyways, Natura, Brazilian, this Brazilian brand, I love it. Gonna keep that one in my purse for a while. Speaking of having way more than I actually need in my purse, I have 3 wallets. So not only do I have my main wallet, which this wallet is by a brand called Sonora. They're a local brand based in Austin, Texas, and they make their products, it looks like leather, but it's made from cactus leather. So love this one. Kind of is an easy little grab and go. Fits really nicely if I'm in my large tote bag, or if I need to switch to a smaller bag, this one fits in really nice even in like my fanny packs. The other 2 wallets I have, this one was a gift. It's I guess this is Tory Burch, if I remember the logo correctly, and I have no idea what that's from. I think I found it laying in a drawer, and I was like, what can I use this for? And I was like, I'll just throw in random gift cards and business cards I get, so that way they're not just flailing around in my purse. So that's what's in here. And this one holds cash and some more gift cards. Yeah. That's pretty much what it has. So do I really need 3 wallets? No. But do I have 3 wallets in my purse? Yeah. I absolutely do. Okay, so this is the newest addition to my purse, and I added this in here for a specific reason. But what is inside this little bag is silverware and a straw. I added this in here because I was getting really tired of, like, if I went out to get food or ice cream, usually they just give you like plastic utensils, and I'm fine using plastic utensil here and there, like based on situations, but it was kind of becoming a thing where like I don't have to use the plastic utensil if I just came prepared. It's hard when like you're spontaneous and you don't have things on hand. So I just added this to my purse for those times, like if I'm getting frozen yogurt and I need a spoon, then I have that, or if I need a straw, then I have a straw. Same with a fork and a knife. I just feel like I'd rather have it on hand and not need it than get Minchie's ice cream and then be like, oh great, now I have another plastic Minchie spoon that I don't know what to do with after I'm done with it. So I added that in. Next in my purse is a trusty Tide to Go. I'm a clumsy girl. I spill a lot, so it's nice to have a Tide to Go. Honestly, don't even know if these things work, but they work well enough for me to keep one in my purse, and it's been nice for emergencies. I also keep a sunscreen in my purse. This is the one by Babo Botanicals. It is the Super Shield Sport Stick for extra sensitive skin in SPF 50. It is fragrance free. I keep this in the purse because I am really, really pale, in case you can't see, and I don't like being sunburned. It is the worst when I'm out and I realize I forgot to put sunscreen on, or if I just feel like my shoulders are exposed. I don't know, it's just good to have it on hand. And this is a mineral sunscreen. I love a mineral sunscreen. It's pretty much the only kind of sunscreen I use is mineral because it's better for you and it's also better for the environment. I like this one a lot because even though it's mineral, it doesn't have like that big of a white cast. Obviously, the more I rub it in, the less you see it anyways. So I always try to keep sunscreen in my purse, just because I don't want to sunburn. I'm trying to protect my skin. I'm trying to have less wrinkles as I age, and sunscreen is probably the #1 key to less wrinkles later in life. Because it's so hot here in Texas, the next 2 really make sense. These are sunglasses that have been just living in my purse. I have a couple of pairs I rotate through, but these have been my go-to of lately. They are by Ray-Ban, and the reason why I love them is because they're pink. I love them. I love them. I love them so much. I love the shape of these. I like that they're also reflective. So if I'm being a little creepy creeper, then when I'm wearing them and I'm people watching around me, you can't really tell where I'm looking. I just love being a little nosy girl. I love people watching. I love eavesdropping. And if I'm gonna stare at you, at least you can't tell I'm staring at you because I'm wearing my sunglasses. I love these ones. I keep them in their case keep them nice and secure so they don't get as many scratches, because I lived and learned my lesson. The last pair of sunglasses I have, still have them, still wear them, but I never kept them in the case in my purse, so they're just scratched, so scratched. These pair, I'm not trying to replace the lenses because love that reflectiveness. And last but not least of what's in my purse, to combat the Texas heat, I keep a fan in my purse. This fan actually has a fun story. This is from my wedding, woo! My family ordered these to put on the seats for our wedding, so that way, if it was really hot, people had a way to like cool themselves off. And we had several left over, and by several, I mean probably 30. And I was like, what do I do with these now that I don't use them anymore and they have like our wedding date stamped on them? So I put one in my purse. It seems kind of random, but there are times when it's just, you're hot and you need a little air circulation, and having a fan on hand is really helpful. So I like this one. I'll be keeping it in my purse. Okay, did I say last but not least? Because I actually was just digging around and I found 2 more. So you're in luck. This video is not over. I have a pocket knife in my purse. I've never been a pocket knife girly, but I think my granddad sent this to me in the mail one time. Kind of random, but it is what it is. And it has been nice to have. You never know when you're gonna need it. So I just keep it in my purse. But definitely not the least thing in my purse is this rubber bouncy ball. I won this at an arcade and I keep it in my purse. You can see there's definitely some wear and tear on this bouncy ball, but I think it's fun to bounce around. And if I'm bored, I always have a bouncy ball that will keep me company. That is the sole reason why this is in my purse, is for fun and to keep me entertained when I'm really bored. That's all I have to say about that. So that is everything I keep in my bag. The theme of this video is just in case, because that is why I have so much of this stuff in my bag. If you're wondering to yourself if it's heavy, yeah, it is pretty heavy. But I love my bag. I love watching videos of what other people keep in their bags. And this is just a format, a little cozy chit-chat format that I love doing. So of course I had to partake in a little trend going back around on YouTube as I hug my purse like a weirdo. I hope you loved this video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know in the comments if you were surprised by anything I have in my bag, or if there's any other just in case things you think I should add to my bag. As you saw, nothing is too strange. I'll add it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe for more, and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!